Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
On first down, Fleming. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Spot. Pilot, 64. Weak. Ready.
Off play action. Dawson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake. Dawson. It's caught. Jones. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
Off play action. Dawson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Dawson. And a big loss is here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good. Starting field position for as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fleming. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Fleming. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They cannot block us. Let's go.
Ready to break.
Mike 57. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Second quarter now from Seattle. And it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Ready.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
He was trying to keep his eyes down. Downfield, nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Dawson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check those seven. Check those seven.
6-6. Pull it high.
Off the play fake. Dawson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the counter. It's Clayton. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dawson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Dawson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way. Into the end zone. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's doing.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground and not start to go through the air as much. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this back to the 37-yard line.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dawson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Dawson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dawson. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Dawson. That is caught at the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. The final, 34-13. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cards trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 52. Watch a slap. Get it.
On first down, Dawson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down in inches. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the reading, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down. Dawson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. It's third down. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14.
Ready, break. Defense, let's go. Come. Shoot.
On first down, Fleming. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Everyone come forward. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fleming. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Back now here on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back to throw. Dawson looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
We play to win. Let's go!
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll run on first down. It's Manning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6.
Mike is 59.
And they're past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
15 line.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's get up.
61. Match up now.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Rock it.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing right, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.